wonder at the end of the day, the Bible said he was greater than all that women gave birth to. You may not understand a man's secret until you hear it. And when you hear the Bible say, and the whole city groaning in that one what the wilderness of Jordan to be baptized of him. Okasa na him for hope. And then his disciples came to release the secret. Say, Obi biara wone John Ben and Tibia, if you cannot fast away with him. That means in John's leadership, if you don't know how to fast, you are not part. We have been studying your ministry. Your disciples eat breakfast, but we and the Pharisees. So you understand why the Pharisees were not in alignment with God, yet their ministries were potent. They didn't have what the genuine people had, yet their ministries were potent, because the Bible said that the Pharisees gave themselves often to fasting. Our error. There are pillars in the spiritual realm. If you don't lay hold of a pillar, you may never receive the blessedness and the glory that has been imparted upon the kingdom through that pillar. And to me, I sit and say, that is why these people were not right with God. But God couldn't just delete or cancel out their ministry, because they were practicing a particular pillar of fasting and prayer. So you may not like a Pharisee, but you can't cut off his ministry. Have you not realized that even in our generation, because sometimes genuine no adding or and pina one tree that born and was for him into anadonu ada. Nye wo ye fake ni so kotwe mpina awia anadu no otie mawrade hu mmobo opie ba ye wa dom bi awrade eni ni onyam bi awrade di atom pai boso opie ba onu behunu wa wo ye jani wa die no unhunu nti ye sorry ya ye see John the Baptist was a powerful man. John the Baptist was a powerful man. He was not just a powerful man, he was a man of fasting. There are things that only fasting and prayer can produce. There's a realm of power that only fasting and prayer can produce. It doesn't matter how you shout, you cannot walk in that power. Oh, that realm is capturing the hearts of men. You can't use sweet talk to capture the heart of people. A man was controlling the whole city. Obama no be a machine. And the disciples never the secret. So we fast often. Do you want to mean cut on the Baptist leadership? We say enemy me fast, enemy me fast, and never see them in Philly. You were not part. You can't be part. They fasted till they got worried. Then they went to Jesus, thinking that there is a substitute for fasting. Why? Because they didn't know the 40 days and night fasting Jesus did. Me assure so no more catch no say John says what for I did why I come to and the ministry akoso yes no buy no nya come to bia na suhwe de akoso in the ministry, but no moon nim say wakoshe baby 40 days and 40 nights. There are some foundations of this kingdom, it does not change. You can never graduate from that realm. A realm like fasting and prayer, nobody graduates. Anytime you tell me that you have graduated from fasting and prayer, you are telling me you have graduated from power. They think there is a substitute for fasting and prayer. Another secret. No leader. To them, their leader is afflicting them. To them, their leader is doing something that is not right. Until they went to Jesus, and Jesus gave them a solid answer. And Jesus said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they what? When the bridegroom leaves, these people you see that are not fasting will start fasting. They are enjoying my covering for a while. That is why I tell them to go and heal the sick, and they go and heal the sick without fasting. He said, because I'm around. I tell them to go and cast out devils, they go and cast out devils without fasting. It's because I'm around. I tell them to go and raise the dead, they raise the dead without fasting, because I'm around. But if I go, I will command them to heal. But if they try to heal without fasting, there'll be trouble. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are. So he uses two scenarios. No man. That means I am not a fool not to let them fast, because when I am about to leave, I will move them into two experiences: the experience of the upon and the experience of the infilling. So he used two scenarios. The garment, we wear garment on the outside, and then infilling is inside. I will do two things to them. There will be a coming upon, and there will be an infilling. I won't make a mistake to let their old vessels be intact. He said nobody put a new garment in trying to fix an old garment. He said the new garment is too strong, that if you use the needle to try to fix it, the old garment will tear them more. So he said, I will introduce them to fasting. What does fasting do? Fasting wears away your flesh until God can release a power upon you, and then release a power in you. It is a two-dimensional experience. There is a coming upon, and there is a coming within. He said it will spring forth like new wine. If I start to stir up graces in them, and their old man is still intact, they will burst out. No one can handle my anointing unless their flesh is dead. So I must introduce them to fasting until their flesh, its desire and its abilities are crushed. Then my anointing can be sustained in them. That means